Hey guys, AJ here back with another one for you. So guys, on we go with Takedown. Guys, we are reacting to all the episodes of Takedown. We're still in season 1, so we got a long way to go. So guys, if you want to be part of these calls, part of these reactions, guys, please join the Discord that's in my About section, guys. We plan these every couple of weeks. Guys, like I said, we have like 7 seasons to go. So yeah, guys, please like and subscribe and drop a comment, guys, on each one of these videos. And yeah, guys, let's see here. I think we are on episode 8 of season 1. And guys, I think we have Jameson and Ashley on the line. And yeah, guys, let's get into this. Now, Jameson, this is still in Genesee County, right? Yeah. And this is in Michigan?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, cool.
And this one, if you want to watch this one without us, pausing and talking over it, it is on YouTube. It's on Chris Hansen's Have a Seat with Chris Hansen page.
Oh, okay. Guys, I'll drop the link to that in the description, and I'll also pin that to the top of the comments. But let's just get into this.
That's for people who don't have True Blue who want to watch it.
We're back in Michigan near the city of Flint, continuing our investigation alongside Genesee County Sheriff.
I can't get over his hair, dude. Look at that, dude. Look at that. Is he like short and he's trying to look taller? You know what I'm saying? Like
Chris Swanson and his team. GHOST stands for the Genesee Human Oppression Strike Team, a task force that goes undercover and exposes and arrests men who try to meet children for sex. And that's why Swanson's GHOST program is so important. We're at the motel with our decoys who've been chatting on various apps with potential predators.
now, guys, look at they have like 2 laptops and 2 phones. You guys remember the size of the headquarters on TCAP? Mm-hmm. They have to have like a whole room of computers and stuff, you know?
The man chatting with a decoy identifying herself as a 14-year-old girl is Michael Lee Lott. The decoy says, "You okay with younger girls?" Lott says, "Okay." "How old are you?" 14, I'll be 15 Christmas. Had to lie to post the ad. After the decoy sends Lott a photo, he's anxious to meet.
The dramatic music for a guy just getting out of his car.
No, like green sweatshirt. Hey, come into the door right now.
Sure, son. Come here.
Look at that. He opens the door. You see an arm. Run! Grab him.
Imagine other motel guests seeing that.
Look at
No
that.
kidding.
Hey, I'm serious. Relax. Hey, just relax, buddy. You're good. Just relax. Hey, lay down right here. Lay down right here. What's your name? All the way down. Down your head. Good work. Hey, what's your name? Mike. Mike? Yeah. I'm Jason. You're gonna be all right, okay? You got ink in your pockets? It's gonna hurt me? No. Cut me? Scare me? No. All right. What do you got in your pockets?
When he arrives, Lott is arrested by the GHOST team.
Sure.
Hey, did anyone ever watch The Sopranos?
Nah, it's one of the ones I missed.
No, I missed it too.
Oh, all right. Well, there's a scene where one of the guys turns out to be gay, and one of the New York bosses is his brother-in-law or like his cousin-in-law. So he's after him, and then there's a scene where they catch him and they tie him up, and the New York boss guy like literally comes out of the closet all dramatic. Can you imagine if Chris like opens up the closet doors and like steps out all dramatically? You know what I'm saying? Like, can you imagine if Chris Hansen did that?
It'd
You
be
see the
priceless.
closet door open and Chris Hansen just like steps out with this stern look on his face, right?
He steps out and says, "Have you ever told other 14-year-old boys you want that ass?"
How's it going?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you move over to that bed right there. Have a seat.
Yeah, just turn back around and look that way. Yeah.
What was your plan here?
The camera needs to get my good
I
side.
didn't really know because I thought this was what this was.
You thought, what was this?
What?
I was just testing it. I knew what this was. I was just testing it. That's all. That's that Xavier guy, guys. Do you know that's one of my videos that got taken down, man? That
Oh.
sucks. Yeah,
That
He must
stinks.
have prayed to have it taken down, right?
I guess so, right?
Sting, maybe.
A sting, maybe. What made you think it was a sting?
Because she said she was 19 and then 15.
She said she was 19.
And he said,
You seem like law enforcement. I happen to know law enforcement.
Well, she in the ad thing said she was 19 and then she's like 15, and then she's going to turn 14.
No, what she said was she was going to be 15 in December, but she's 14 now.
Christmas, right. And then I was like, something just don't sound right.
The chats don't lie, and one of the crimes committed here occurs in the chat. That's the first element of criminal activity.
But you came here anyway.
I was just going to check.
You were just going to check.
"Oh, please."
And so what was your plan once you got here? What were you going to do?
To see how old she actually was.
So you just decided to go for a ride today. You're
Actually, I'm on my way to Home
Michigan.
Depot too.
you're on your way to Home Depot.
Yeah.
What were you going to do at Home Depot?
Buy paint.
Buy paint. And so on the way to Home Depot,
Oh, he wasn't gonna go to the place where he bought his car, like what's his name, the guy with the vet, Rutherford, right? Go to the Aerospace Museum, whatever the hell he was talking about. You remember that?
go to buy paint, you decided to pop in and have sex with a 14-year-old girl.
I wasn't gonna have sex with her.
You weren't going to have sex with her.
No.
I have heard
It's just talking. I don't see the internet and real life are two different things.
no less than 100 times, probably 300 times in reality. I didn't mean it. I wasn't going to do anything. I'm going to get help. I just was here to check on her. I wanted to see if it was real. I was going to tell her parents. It's all BS.
What were you going to do?
Well, I was gonna see how old she actually was. If she was, I was gonna ask her for proof when I got here. See if she had a license or whatever. She didn't have a license.
He was like Kathleen Hambrick's son. Yeah, can you show me how old you really are, just in case, right? Please,
Goodness.
guys. Oh man, that woman drives me nuts. I just can't get over it, dude. I can't get over it, man. My poor son, Jace. He was railroaded by the system because he's a poor autistic young man who plays Dungeons and Dragons. Clown world.
License. If she was really 15, I was gonna bounce. But
You were gonna
if she
bounce.
was older than 18, I was probably gonna ask because she said she squirted. I've never seen it before. I was gonna ask her to see if I could see that.
Squirted. What do you mean by squirted?
What?
Dear God.
by that?
Oh.
Yes, Mr. Lott, explain.
Like, I don't know, like a girl gets off and she like ejaculates outside or whatever.
Body's actually
So
explaining
you thought, well, on the way to Home Depot, why not stop and see this girl perform this sexual act?
Right.
And what were you supposed to be painting today?
But outside my house, I don't know where my phone is, but
The outside of your house.
yeah, you got.
What color were you going to paint it?
My painting gear is in my trunk.
Graphite trunk. And you're the homeowner?
Yeah,
Do you live with anybody else?
my wife and kids.
Oh, look at that. You knucklehead.
And how old are your children?
9, 6, and 9, 7, and 8.
9, 7,
7, 5. So.
So your oldest is 5 years older than the girl you were going to come see here
that.
today.
Younger, Chris, 5 years
Correct.
younger.
Right.
And you're okay with that?
No. I was really going to ask her to see her ID, because if you read it, obviously you read the text messages, I asked for proof of her age.
You did.
Yes.
And what do you think your wife is going to say about this?
Wouldn't be happy.
Wouldn't be happy.
No.
What's your name?
He's not like Lee Greer.
Lot.
Yeah.
I really, really hope it not to go home.
I really, really hope it doesn't go home.
Yeah,
Yo,
you just did a video on him. That was great.
Yeah, I was so tired reading that whole chat log and that stupid accent of his.
You know, you commented on one thing that's always bothered me about him too, where he says, "I always carry condoms everywhere I go." But yeah, because you get laid so often, right?
Oh yeah,
Lee?
because
Yeah,
you just
no
got
kidding.
all those chicks just diving out the bushes to get him. Please, right?
32. And have you ever been in trouble before?
No, never.
Have you ever been caught by police before?
Nope, nothing.
Have you ever tried to solicit a girl who
Have you told other 14-year-old boys you want a BJ and you want that ass?
Perfect.
Oh man! At least with this show, because like I said, Chris helped co-found True Blue, so I guarantee he just was a carte blanche. So I can do whatever the hell I want on this show. I can say whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Whereas in the
that's
NBC
awesome.
shows, they had to, all right, Chris, so this is supposed to be a family-oriented show. Even though Stone Phillips says what you're about to see is explicit, right?
was underage before?
No.
So you just today decided that on the way to Home Depot to get graphite colored paint to paint your house where your wife and 3 children live,
You didn't say anything about I want that ass.
stopped here to see a 14-year-old girl.
Right.
Why did you think that was okay?
I really was gonna ask her for proof of her ID or
Like
something.
a library card.
Who's that? Yeah, a
You
library
see why
card.
that doesn't make sense,
I
right?
understand that.
I've heard that story so many times, Mike.
No, I get it. I totally understand.
Why should I believe you?
Get your library card.
Where is it?
Because she was going with it. She was.
So she wanted it.
That's what it seemed like to me.
Sure,
I
I really don't know.
You really don't know. In the chat, you say, "I want to eat your."
That's yeah.
Yes.
Dear
Yep.
God.
What did you mean by that?
What did you mean by
But,
that?
that's
I love when he does that.
I didn't think so.
You thought she was lying about her age, but she said 14, and you wouldn't. She said she was 14 and wouldn't be 15 until December.
I didn't think she was telling me the truth.
What
Not
made you
the way,
think? What
the
made
way
you
she was
think?
talking to me.
I know, but she couldn't have made it clearer, Mike.
Yeah, I understand.
You say, "I want to you hard."
Oh, oh.
Explain.
What did you mean by that?
What did you mean by that?
Sexually.
It's hard for me to believe, Mike, that this is your first rodeo.
Facts, yes.
A lot of what I was saying, I wanted to see what she would say back. Or
Hey, NBC, 2 words, role playing, chat room, dude.
Isn't it crazy? We hear all the same excuses. Guys,
Same.
I think all of us have been watching. Ashley, hey, when did you start watching TCAP?
It's been forever. I kind of got off of it for a long time, but got back in when I found your channel. But I remember it live on TV, and it was a big thing. I used to watch it with my grandmother.
What was it? 20 years?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Something like that, yeah.
19 years, yeah. Guys, isn't it crazy that these knuckleheads are still giving the same excuses?
Same
It's
exact.
like a playbook. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? But it can't be one of Charlie. What did you say? Charlie Hansen, Jameson?
Charlie Hansen.
Charlie Hansen.
Charlie Hansen or Grady Judd. You remember the dude said, "This better not be one of Grady Judd's investigations."
response back is feel like I don't know, feel like her responses to see if what her responses would be.
What her responses would be.
Yeah, 'cause I didn't. the way she was, I didn't really believe.
But she told you how old she was.
Right.
You saw pictures?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, 2. And what did the pictures show you, Mike?
Her sitting there with 3 fingers up.
3 fingers up. So she was obviously telling the truth about where she was, who she was. It doesn't make sense that you would think that she was lying about her age.
It doesn't wash.
It doesn't wash. Yeah.
What do you think should happen to you, Mike?
What did Wonderler say? I'd be happy to work with you guys, to help you guys out. You know what I mean? I could, help you guys, take some other guys down.
Obviously learned my lesson now.
You learned your lesson now.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to ever do this again.
Hell no.
Shit.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been
It's like a...
bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Please.
He's like Dana Carvey in Trapped in Paradise. I can't go back to prison. I learned my lesson already.
Have you seen Airheads, Jameson?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that movie was awesome, man. Yeah, I watched that again. I found my old DVD collection, guys. How about that? Like, in this,
I have it on DVD too.
Yeah, dude. I found it's like this huge DVD case, right? Like the one where it's like 3 DVDs in a row, But and it was just like in a box. And dude, I had everything from like Van Wilder to Dead Man on Campus to what else? Yeah, it's crazy.
They don't make comedies anymore, really.
No, not anymore. Actually, when was the last big comedy? Like, remember how like Austin Powers was like the #1 movie in the world, or like Ghostbusters back in the day, or like Superbad, or like The Hangover? When was the last one? Bridesmaids. You remember? So there hasn't been one in at least 10 years.
There hasn't. Yeah. I just watch comedians like Gabriel Iglesias now because there's no good like comedy movies. It's sad.
Yeah, because people can't take an effing joke anymore.
No, that's the problem. They can't take a joke.
Ridiculous. Can you imagine? What's that?
You mentioned Blockers was probably the last good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. And guys, can you imagine? I just watched you remember Airplane? Where the old lady goes, don't worry, I speak jive.
That's what I was thinking.
Or you remember on Blazing Saddles? Hey guys, look what I found. Where the white women at? Dude, they would never get away with that now. Never get away with that now. Or it's like people, they were saying how problematic Soul Man was. That movie was one of my favorites growing up, So,
hell no.
No.
But it took this for you to learn the lesson.
Yeah, I'm doing this again.
All right, I need you to be honest with me. How many times have you done this before?
How many times have I
met an underage girl online?
Never.
Come on, guys.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Come on, dude.
Honestly, never.
So what made you do it today?
When I seen the pictures, she didn't look 15. Got her ass at 19. And then the way she was talking to me, I didn't think she was 15. And I wanted to see for myself if she was really 15. I actually almost wanted to call the police and say that she was doing this.
You wanted to call the police and report her, but instead you came over to have sex with her. What would have happened, Mike, if I wasn't here, if the police weren't here, and just you and the girl were here?
That would be probably the cleanest, best pleasure.
I wouldn't.
Damn it.
I would not have had sex with her.
I took a drink of beer before you said that.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Pleasure herself.
Right.
Oh, is that all? Oh, Chris, I wouldn't have had sex with him with underage girl. Oh no, I just kind of watched her do things to herself. Is he serious?
Oh.
Is he serious? Oh my god.
He's like he's Denny from The Room.
No, yeah, right.
I just like to watch.
This is crazy. And I think, so someone had asked me a couple times during the lives and everything, like, why don't I cover other predator catchers? And a lot of the other guys, I don't know, because they always get busted being perverts themselves. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to endorse anyone, you know what I mean? That like, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, this person's a pervert or whatever. And then say what you want about Chris Hansen. He has some shortcomings. I'm still not clear about what all of them are, like why people hate him so much. But the good that he's done has outweighed the bad. You know what I'm saying?
Does.
Because people did not know that this was going on. This was going on in the 90s during the You've Got Mail. You know what I'm saying? Days. And it was getting worse in the 2000s. And it's even worse now with like social media and stuff. But he's been the one championing this cause for, was it over 20 years? You know? So yeah, he wrote some bad checks or whatever, fine. But dude, that still means the awareness, even the fact that people laugh at the clips or these idiots, it's still it's the conversations being had. You know what I'm saying? So,
and then go off and get the paint and go back home to your wife and 3 children and paint the house.
Right.
Would you have told anybody? Would you have taken pictures?
No.
No, that would be wrong, right? Okay to solicit the rest of it's wrong.
Well, that would be another crime.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, there's something you need to know. I'm Chris Hansen, and we're doing a story on adults trying to meet children.
They still have the big cameras in.
That's what I'm talking about.
Where's the boom mic?
Yeah, exactly. Where's the boom?
You're cooked, bro. You're cooked. And guys, I'm so glad that they still kept the big cameras because it's dramatic effect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the best. And the guy's just like, oh Lord.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
Oh, so good, dude.
Is there
Have they talked about what he does for a living yet?
No. What does he do?
Get to it. Oh, they'll get to it.
To know.
No.
What do you say to your wife and family about this?
I'm sorry for doing this. I'm sorry for doing this.
You're sorry for doing this.
Sorry, I got caught.
What do you think should happen now?
Learn my lesson.
You go to jail.
Yeah.
Do you think you should go to jail?
No, I've never done anything wrong.
Please, look at that. Look at that. No, I don't think that I should go to jail for this.
Well, he said he learned his lesson. Come on.
Please. Guys, once again, I believe in due process, and I believe in, you know what I mean. But I really don't think that there's. Okay, I'm a one strike and you're out type of person. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
I believe in the principles of our criminal justice system, except for if you try and victimize children. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, it should be one strike and you're out, dude. If they can prove that you were trying to do this or that you did something like this in a court of law, you're cooked. You know what I mean? Like that. I'm not gonna say what should happen to you because of YouTube, but you know, let's just say that there should be there shouldn't. Yeah. Anyways.
This is wrong, right?
Yeah.
You did this.
I did.
You solicited an underage girl for sex, right? No questions. You did it.
Yep.
And you know that's a felony.
Oops.
No.
It's against the law. What do you do for a living?
Actually, I work in a prison.
You work in a prison.
Look at that. Look at that. He's gonna go in the same jail, the same prison, and ooh boy. It says in the good book, thou shalt not droppeth the soapeth. He is cooked.
Prison.
Yeah.
Which prison, Mike?
Carson.
Carson Prison.
Yeah.
Is that a state prison?
Yeah.
And what do you do in the prison?
I Monitor inmates.
Monitor inmates. Are you a corrections officer?
Yeah.
So you're a corrections officer monitoring inmates, some of whom likely are in there for being predators.
Right.
And here you are getting caught by me being a predator.
Right.
Don't you think that's a little ironic?
Right.
The next stop for you could be in the...
It's like rain on your wedding day. It's rain that you've already paid.
There's no emotion to this guy. He just
I
looks
know.
soulless.
That's creepy.
Oh,
Man.
it's creeping me out.
Yeah, like his eyes haven't even moved, and he barely blinks.
No.
the same prison where you used to work. What do you think they're going to do to you if you go to prison?
Oh, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. That's for sure.
Do you think they're going to like that? You know, they watch my shows in prison.
When he said he worked in a prison as a corrections officer, monitoring inmates, I was a bit taken aback. I mean, we've seen people involved in law enforcement and military get caught in these investigations in the past, but it's not as frequent. And so, yeah, it blew me away a little bit.
Really?
How long have you been a prison corrections officer?
A couple of years.
A couple of years. And did you have to go through a background check?
Yes.
And what specifically do you do at the Carson prison?
Just monitoring.
Monitoring.
That's it.
And are you friends with the other corrections officers?
Not really. No.
Not really. What do you think they're going to think about this?
I have no idea.
Well, imagine being a corrections officer and finding out one of your fellow officers got arrested in a sting operation trying to have sex with an underage girl. Of course they're going to be upset. You would expect them to be upset, disappointed. And who is this guy working among us who has this responsibility of overseeing inmates? And he is committing crimes himself? That's shocking.
It shouldn't be shocking.
Anything else you want people to know?
Yeah, he's going to go to prison. You know, he's going to find out, guys.
The night is dark and full of terrors.
The night is dark and full of terrors, Playboy.
Well, you've talked about it on this channel about female corrections officers having sex with so many inmates.
Yeah, that's true.
We shouldn't be shocked by this.
Guys, there was a case, remember in Baltimore in 2013, this crime lord guy, he was in jail. 5 corrections officers got pregnant by this guy at the same time.
Good
5.
grief.
Right, didn't you talk? You did a video about that on here, right? It came up once.
No, that was the one in Wales, where there was like 18 chicks who got caught banging the inmates.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah,
that was. I might have touched on the Baltimore case on that same stream, but guys, it's Baltimore. What can you say? Ashley, have you ever been to the East Coast?
I actually grew up in upstate New York. I live in Oklahoma now, but I actually grew up in upstate.
Just ignore Baltimore. Jersey and Baltimore.
Never been. Never been.
There you go. Oh, Baltimore sucks, dude.
You know, Baked Salmon, a fellow YouTube TCAPper, he's on vacation in the States recently. He posted a picture saying how beautiful Olympia, Washington was. And I was like, oh, boy.
No, not anymore. It's not.
AJ'd have something to say about that.
No, it's not, dude. Dude, you couldn't pay me enough to go back home, man. Olympia, Seattle, Portland. Come on, dude. Guys, I've told you what Olympia looks like now, right?
What happened?
A homeless camp, right? Basically.
Oh.
Hold on. Hey, I think anyone who's followed this channel for a while is used to my sidebars here. But guys, this is a.
Your sidebars are the best, AJ.
This is Olympia, Washington. Now it looks like friggin' Mad Max, dude. Straight up.
Oh, no.
Yo, like it's bad. It's so bad. Like, hold on. Olympia.
Salt truck taking all that tank, huh?
Washington homeless. So Olympia's one of those where they've just basically legalized pretty much everything. Look,
What?
Olympia made
Oh my
homeless camping
goodness.
legal, right? Thurston County, Lacey, Washington. Look at this, downtown Ole.
Oh.
Look at this. And these things catch fire. There's assaults. There's essays. There's all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Permit-free
Great.
parking.
They just leave this?
Encampments. What's that?
Wow. They just leave this? They don't try to clean it up or anything? My
No,
goodness.
because there's junkies and crackheads living here.
Oh,
These things.
goodness.
You know what I'm saying? It's terrible.
Mm.
It's terrible, man. It's horrible. Look at that. Olympia's decay. And guys, if you can, anyone who's listening to this, go to Facebook and go to a Facebook page that's called Seattle Looks Like Shit. And this guy, he goes around taking pictures of Seattle and how horrible it looks now. And they've tried to have his page shut down multiple times. You know what I'm saying?
This looks like a third world country.
Yeah.
This doesn't look like the States.
Yep. Yeah.
Camp Quixote.
Yeah, Seattle's just as bad. Washington. Homeless. Yeah, look at this. The ghetto. Talking about trying to survive in the ghetto. The ghetto. Look at
And
this.
I'm sure
Right
they all.
in Westfield.
I'm sure they paid for those tents too, right?
Yeah, of course. Right?
Mm.
Disgusting. And then there's like disease outbreaks. It's all tired. It's just bad for everyone. And then you know what? I'll have to have a whole stream about it because it's just ridiculous. But
all right, Mike, you're free to go with these gentlemen behind
I'll
you.
grab them. I don't have radio, so I'll sit down.
Are you sorry?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Excuse me. What's the lesson of this one?
keep your jeans in your jeans.
Well, he did say he learned his lesson, so he should have something to say here, right?
Right? Yeah. There it is, right there. I knew he was going to say that. Because how many times have we heard him say, "Don't talk to strangers online," and not, "Oh yeah, hey, talking to underage people is bad or whatever." Just don't go talking to people online. That's the lesson he learned here.
Hmm.
Insane.
Have you ever talked to other underage girls online?
You just got to avoid
See,
talking
it's hard for me to
online.
believe, Mike, that you just woke up today and decided to do this. How did you even know where to go to find underage girls to speak to?
I've never talked to any underage girls.
Never.
Never.
So just today?
Yeah, I guess.
I guess?
I've never talked to any.
Oh, come on, Mike.
I haven't.
You're caught. You might as well be honest.
I'll be honest. I've never talked to any.
You're a corrections officer now being prosecuted for being a child predator. What was in your mind that made you do this today? I don't know. But help me out here. Help me explain this. Help me understand what got you into this predicament.
You guys know I can't find the Rolando Resta Cruz a cut that has that in it. I got it from one of them, but they took it down. You know what I'm saying? I think it was Charles Lee Love who had it. You know that they took his Facebook page down. I mean his YouTube channel down, so he had to start over. You know?
Ridiculous.
I really don't know.
Well, you am I supposed to read your mind?
I don't know.
You don't know.
No.
What are you going to do? How are you going to explain this to your wife?
No idea.
Just 1 second. They're gonna back right down. They're back in.
What does your wife do for a living?
She works at school.
She's a teacher.
No, she's not a teacher.
Teacher's aide?
Like something like that. Yeah.
How do you not know what you're? if your spouse does.
So you're a corrections officer in a prison. Your wife is a teacher's aide or assistant. And you're here today attempting to meet a 14-year-old girl. Things don't look good for you. All right. You're free to go.
Right this way, Mike.
Mike.
Michael
Free
Locke
to
was
go.
charged with child sexually abusive activity, accosting a child for immoral purposes, and using a computer to commit a crime. He was sentenced to a minimum of 25 months in prison, making his earliest possible release.
Not enough. Not enough.
Look at those eyes.
Yeah.
Right there, man.
He just got released on the 14th of this month.
Ridiculous.
Look at that.
Perfect music.
Look at those eyes, man. Yikes. Now you said he got really. Well, hold on. Let's see.
Yeah, I put a link in the chat to his offended page.
State
That's
in
disgusting.
2024. He now sits alongside the men he used to monitor in prison. The corrections officer told me that he had a wife and 3 children at home, that he had stopped in to see this girl, 14 years old in his mind, on the way to Home Depot to get paint to paint his house. Like it was just popping into Starbucks to get a cup of coffee. What does that say to you?
That's not why he went to Home Depot.
Do you guys think Chris Hansen ever turns that voice off? Right?
No.
Yes, I'd like a number 1, please, with supersized fries and a Diet Coke. Pull to the window, sir. Right? You know what I mean? Like, do you guys think he ever turns that voice off? You know, it's great. And you know that there's like there's actually like a cadence. I think it was Tom Likas, but back in the day, someone was trying to make fun of how he speaks because you know he had pissed off a caller, and he was saying that there's training that you can take to have that certain cadence and that certain tone or whatever and cadence as a man or a woman to keep people that engages people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so it's a
that's
certain
cool.
type of way that he speaks. You know what I mean? and once you hear it, there's actually a lot of radio personalities and newscasters who kind of do this. But yeah.
And one of the
People
tricks
that
is to
have-
always repeat what people say,
Yeah.
which Chris does a lot.
Yeah, and then you have these pauses, like those kind of pauses he does where he like hangs on certain words so he can drive points home. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Now he'll do that. They'll say, "Well, I just came by." He's like, "You just came by." He'll literally repeat every word the Predator says back to him.
Just came by.
You weren't gonna do anything.
You didn't say anything about I want that ass.
Oh man.
Of this sexual deviancy, that's all they think about. It's like addicts. They work, they have families, but they're always thinking about how to stay high, how to keep from being dope sick. That is their top focus. A guy like this, his family's not his focus. His job's not his focus. He wants to have sex with an underage girl.
But what does it say
Yeah.
about this crime that a guy can function as a...
He didn't even know what his wife did for a living. He had to guess on his kids' ages.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? I mean, yeah, I know us men can be absent-minded about certain things. Well, and it's not about absent-minded. So, for instance, I think it was BuzzFeed had an article. It was like 15 things men do. I mean, that women just can't believe men do. And like, imagine like, you know, you meet up with like 3 friends from like back in college you haven't talked to in like 10 years. And then you guys hang out, have some beers or whatever, or you spend the day fishing and you come home and the wife's like, so how's Jameson doing? Is he married or is he... I don't know. You don't know, it never came up. Yeah. or like James, how many times have you known a guy from the gym or from the bar or from like softball or whatever, and you don't know his real name? used to know him by like Jimbo or Jimmer or I don't know. So like there's a guy in college that we used to call fish sticks. It's a long story, but his name, we used to call him Fish Sticks Wilson, right? And we called him Fish Sticks for short. And I didn't know that his name was Aaron until I'd known him for about 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's
I've had this so many times. I mean, there's people through work who know my name, and I never even learned theirs.
Oh, dude, I've been in this area for about 11 years, and there are guys that I know from the gym. I've known them for a decade. I don't know their names.
I don't know my neighbor's name.
Champ?
He calls me Jason.
You ever watch the league?
No, I've heard of it though.
Where Rafi keeps calling Kevin Brian, and then they're like talking about Kevin. And he goes, "Hey Brian, who's this Kevin guy? He sounds like a real asshole." To Brian, to Kevin. Guys, check out the league, man. It's a great show. Anyway.
Corrections officer, a lawman in his own right, have a wife, children. One of those children is almost the same age as the child he was going to violate, and yet conduct himself in private in this menacing, predator-like fashion.
That is the scary part. Monsters among us. And we live in a world that these
knuckleheads,
individuals that, if we don't do our job, then they will continue to lurk and continue to violate. But it's a reality. And when I talk to the community, I hold nothing back. I want people to be scared. I want people to be respectful of peace and law and order. I want people to understand that you can't take your eyes off your kids. You shouldn't. You can't take your eyes off people that are very close to you. Always have a watchful eye on the people that mean the most to you. And those that have positions of influence over younger, vulnerable people, whether it's kids or elderly or the mentally ill.
And now there's knuckleheads talking about, oh, the school knows what's better for your kids than you do, and all this other foolishness. Like, if there's one thing that I've never seen on such a large scale that's happening now, is acting like parents don't know what's best for their kids. It's crazy. I've never, this is insane. You know what I mean? Like, oh, well, parents just don't understand what their kids are going through. But we have these therapists and these teachers that are whatever, and they know better. So what are you talking about? And Canada tried to pass a law. You know what? I'm not going to even get into it.
Or even the
I blame Will Smith with his parents just don't understand nonsense.
No. I blame Will Smith for those wackadoodle kids he has. Have you seen those knucklehead children he has? His oldest is normal, because you know what? Hold on, I'm gonna break out the race card because I can talk about this stuff, right? So Will Smith's oldest son, who was raised by his ex-wife, is fine, but his two youngest kids, man. First of all, Willow Smith looks like she has fetal alcohol syndrome. Her eyes are hella far apart. Her upper lip is real small. You know what I'm saying? And then Jaden looks like he has like chronic pancreatitis or something, because he's always so sickly looking. But they're just knuckleheads, both of them. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't understand it. I don't. So I digress.
Protect them from the wolves around them.
To watch more episodes of Takedown,
I'll call it right here. Chris Swanson will be running for some sort of office someday.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I hope so. I like the guy. Okay, so let's see. YouTube, fair use. Don't take this video down because I have this up here. All right, look at that. He's 36, 6 foot, 205. Michael Lila. Oh yeah, he just got out.
Oh, that's awful.
14th, yeah.
How long did he actually do?
2 years.
I think he did. Yeah, the full 25 months. Yeah.
Oh.
That's sexy. I don't. You think they would have given him a break since he learned his lesson?
Additions, man. So he's on the RSO. No internet. without agreement, a treatment program, polygraph. Man, you can't be around kids.
Well, his wife probably stayed with him, I bet.
Oh yeah, you're probably right.
They always do.
Unless it was like that Clifford guy where his wife stayed with him and their kid had to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
horrible.
And then they had another kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Disgusting. There's nothing more despicable than any parent taking the side of their spouse over their child, especially the new spouse, right? Or the new boyfriend, or the new girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Because it goes both ways. How many times have you seen like a little girl say, "Yeah, my stepmom beats me" or whatever, and then the dad will kick the daughter out of the house for his new wife,
Mm-hmm.
or the mom picks the new husband over her kids. Clown
All the
world,
time.
man. People should be ashamed of
Or
themselves.
the mom doesn't believe the daughter when they say the stepdad's essay, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Happens a lot, dude. What's crazy is how many young boys have been essayed by like a female neighbor or a babysitter. You know what I mean? I know multiple guys that happened to. 11, 12 years old. Insane, man. So, yeah, guys, that's my Michael Lee Lott Senior Knucklehead over here. Ashley,
He's free. Yeah.
James said, I think we have this is 8, right? So we have episode 9 next. We'll probably have one in a couple weeks. But they did these what? In Florida? Where else? Michigan.
Where is he currently at? I can't remember. I think, where do they have the NFL draft this year?
Oh, I don't remember. Let's see. Let me see if I can pull it up. Takedown, Chris Hansen, location.
Because he's on the season 8, he keeps commenting on how they were at the same area where the NFL draft was taking place.
Genesee County, Monroe, Michigan, Jenison County, Polk County, Florida.
I think he's in Michigan now.
They're not saying. I guess they have one in Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah. Monroe, Michigan. Yeah. So, cool, guys. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. We're gonna shut this bad boy down.
Thanks for having me, AJ.
Closing words before we log off.
No, just thank you very much.
No problem, man.
Well, I'll say this guy's free now, so don't take your children to Home Depot.
I know,
no
right?
Kidding.
Seriously. And guys, here's the thing. They're like, oh my god, these guys need resources and da 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 da. You know what, dude? It's just, I need to do a live stream on that group that Kathleen Hembrick works with. About why the RSO is unconstitutional. So actually based out of Florida. Yeah.
Maybe we can get one of them on the stream.
I know. I was going to say that, Jameson. We need to get her on the stream for AJ.
Yes, we can cuss her out, right?
The video will get taken down from too much swearing.
For sure.
Man, I woo, man. Let that Kathleen chick get on the same line with me, dude. Because here's the thing. This is, you know how they say, like a lot of people are just one mugging away from being tough on crime, or one mugging away from being conservatives when it comes to to law enforcement. Seriously, like that's a saying. They're like one home invasion or one mugging away from being conservative when it comes to crime. The knuckleheads like this are one, SA and their family away from being on our side, because all of us don't pull any punches. Your life should end if you do not. I mean, whoops. Your ability to function in society should end if
Can you edit these videos?
This, right? and because actually, I would say that victimizing a kid is basically I can say it's basically murder. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Because you are deleting the even if they recover 95%, that person will never be the person they could have been.
Yeah, they move on with their lives, but they carry that for the rest of their lives.
Yes, there's always something there that's going to interfere with their ability to trust, to bond, to relate to other people, and it's sad. It really, really, really is sad. So, but
it's always under the surface too.
Yeah, that's true. So, all right, you guys, I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one, guys.
Thank you. Good